You are listening to DFPN, the Datfeelin Podcast Network. If you'd like to advertise with us or have a great podcast idea that needs a home, please reach out to us at podcastdatfeelin@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you love to listen to your favorite podcasts. And always remember to question the answers. Go get it.
No way. What? Whoa!
What is up, everybody? This is your boy, Bread Like a King, made us Kelvin Cately. We are back with a new episode of Wrestling With Our Thoughts. Due to the whole COVID situation, man, this thing has just been ravaging podcasts. Mine is no different because my co-host isn't here. But today I got a special guest coming through all the way from Las Vegas. His name is Timo. He's an extraordinary producer. He's got some things coming on the horizon, so I wanted to get the word out about him. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What up, man? How's it going, bro? It's been a long time coming, man. It's nice to finally be on your show, man. I appreciate that, fam.
Yes, sir. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Absolutely.
So, real quick, what do you got coming on the horizon? Because I've been hearing some rumors. Why don't you tell the people what you got coming up?
So I got a few projects in the works, man. You probably heard about the project that I'm doing with MRK.
Yep.
We got that project coming soon. I got a few joints with E. Smitty.
Oh, really?
Also, yeah. And I'm also working on a documentary for one of my boys, so I'm doing the music bed for that. So be on the lookout, man. And then I also got a solo project coming out. That's probably gonna drop in the wintertime. So something for the ladies, you feel me?
Right on. So you're doing an R&B joint?
It's a mixture. It's a mixture.
Okay.
It's a mix of like R&B, pop, a little bit of bluegrass. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of hip.
Oh.
I like to mix it up a little bit.
So you got it's kind of all world joint you got coming out.
It's like a gumbo.
Oh, nice. Now you're talking my language.
I throw everything in that bitch, man. Like for real.
Right on. So, for those who don't know, Timo is also the host of That Part, the podcast here on the Datfeelin Podcast Network. So, shout out to That Part, and you and all your co-hosts recently dropped an episode. For all you guys that are in the podcasting world, go to any streaming platform, type in Datfeelin Podcast, follow us, like, subscribe on whatever platform that we're on, and get more in tune to what we got going on. What is your inspiration as far as the music goes? Like what kind of content are you as a producer trying to put out to the masses?
And I'm just trying to basically like put my emotions, put my feelings out there sonically, you feel me? So
right.
Someone who's maybe feeling sad or whatever, feeling down or whatever, they could vibe to the joint and then make them feel better. And then I also got some aggressive type sound too. So it's really just, I don't know, man. I basically just like whatever I go through, I just put it out there in music, man, and then let the universe take care of that. So it's not really like I'm not really trying to like make a sound. I'm just taking like raw emotion and putting it through music and then giving it to the masses, man. So whoever catches on to it.
So you You are a person that makes music based off feeling.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
So, man.
So what is the majority, like what is the majority of your feel? Like if one were to listen to your music, what is the majority of the feel?
That's a good question, bro. That's a good question. So the majority of it, I want my goal is to establish each instrument, right, has a timbre to it, right? So my goal is to whatever instrument you hear, because everyone hears stuff differently. So my goal is to make sure that whoever's listening to it, they're going to catch something that's going to catch their ear. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, rich, poor, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever your demographic is, whatever your sexuality is, like it doesn't matter. I want to catch the ear of each of those individuals to make sure that they remember something from each project that I put out that has my name.
So if somebody like heard a violin string in a song, they'd be like, "Oh, that evokes a feeling," or like a synth sound that puts a feeling out.
Yeah, man, because I like to manipulate the sound. You feel me? So a lot of people think that I'm sampling most of my joints, but no, that's me sampling my own self. That's me sampling.
Oh wow,
things that I've done in the past. You feel me? So if you hear like if you hear something, you're like, oh shit, that shit sounds. Where'd you get that sample from? Nah, that's my voice. I pitched it a certain way and I modified it a certain way to, you know, it complemented the record and it made the record stand out.
So you are an engineer in every sense of the word. Like you put yourself into these records, and there's a formula based off your feeling that you're putting into these records, right?
I would say I'm more like a MacGyver. You feel me? So
right on. So what were your influences coming up? Like what were your influences?
Man, as a little kid, starting out as a little kid or what?
Yeah, just early on. Like if you were to go back and like, this is what made me want to make music, where did that come from?
I fell in love with music, you know, through my parents and, you know, the records that they would used to play, you know, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, you know, who else? Like Gladys Knight, Tina Turner, Prince, Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? Like those records were like super big back in the day, man. And they still resonate right now. They still have the same impact. So, especially like Al Green, man, there's something about Al Green that really triggers me.
Yeah. So all the artists that you named are really all soulful artists, which that kind of circulates back to like how you're making your music. You make it with a lot of feeling. So your influences are a bunch of soulful artists, especially Al Green. Al Green will make you feel it in your soul.
You hear the pain in his voice.
Right.
It's making you feel it's a spiritual thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the way he's singing it, it's making you feel good.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay, so on the flip side of that, once you make your music, like what is the greatest reaction an artist can give you as a compliment?
I don't know, man. I'm just like
besides rapping on it, you know what I mean?
The greatest compliment is when, you know, hearing the final product. Because
it turns out as a great song.
Yeah, man. I want to talk about me submitting beats to artists. A lot of artists can't really get on my shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's been a very slow process to have someone who could really just create on my shit, bro. Like that's like the best feeling in the world when like you crack the code and you give someone a complex beat that's not really natural, you know what I'm saying? And then they freak that shit. They buy it. So that's the biggest compliment for me, man. Is, you know, someone taking what I give them and then making like a masterpiece out of it, because it's like I did my work, you did your work, so let's
right. Do you consider yourself a complex producer?
Not really, man. I just consider myself like a melting pot producer, basically. I have so many inspirations, man, and I want to just put all my inspirations in each project. Like I love Pharrell, I love Timberland. Timberland is like for real. Dr. Dre, Quincy Jones, you know what I'm saying? Baby,
Right.
you know what I mean? Track masters, even, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, it's a wide range of people that I really respect.
Right.
So, yeah, man.
So who's been your favorite artist to work with so far?
I want to say MRK, man. It's been really fun working with him, man, for real.
Yeah.
He threw me for a loop because I didn't really think he was gonna create what he created, man. Because he threw me for a loop, and I probably threw him for a loop too.
Just what you created with him?
It just happened out of nowhere, man. I was like, okay, yo, I see my man. He's grinding. He's making some really amazing shit. Let me see what I could. Let me throw him something and then see what he can do with it.
Right.
And I got it back. I was like, oh shit, bro. This is what I've been looking for like my whole fucking career. It's crazy. It's like it was like right there in front of me.
Yeah, he does that to people.
He's amazing, bro. He's an amazing talent, man, for real.
Yeah. Are there any artists that we should be watching out for that you are working with outside of the market?
I'm not really working with nobody right now, man. I'm just focused on what we got going on. Eventually, there's some more artists that will come along, but I don't think they're ready or developed right now. So.
Okay. Yeah. It's a tall order. It's a tall order, especially. Are you really protective of your work?
Oh yeah. I don't know give people tracks like this, so
it's a trust process. Yeah. So, what is your goal? Like, what is your ultimate? What are you hoping to accomplish by making your music?
My goal is to have people listen to the records that I create at like weddings, bar mitzvahs, you know what I'm saying? Parties. Cause you know how you got records where people are, they're doing like dance routines to it and it's like, it plays over and over. Like I want to be that kind of success.
You want to make a timeless piece of music.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And I think with any producer, that should be the goal. Just make something timeless.
Yeah.
That will last a long time. Because that's ultimately your legacy. Is people listening to your music and they can listen to it on whatever occasion. If they're just riding in the my favorite thing is riding in the car. If you can listen to my music while you're riding in the car, then I'm Gucci with that. So yeah, I think artists and producers alike think that way. So that should be the ultimate goal. So talk to me about That Part podcast. How did that come about? Excuse me.
A few guys that I work with, man, we would have these conversations, right? It would be funny as shit, bro. We got to get this on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically just like inside jokes, just a group of dudes that work together, and that's what it is basically, man. Just how you work with people, you just talk shit about people, or you got shit, and like that's kind of what it was, man. But it's still in the works. I've been doing individual interviews, but I think the guys are they're looking to come back, and they're ready to come back. So stay tuned.
You guys have a really, really dope podcast, and you can tell the chemistry is there, and it really is just like some people are just sitting down talking, just shooting the shit about a whole bunch of stuff, and it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, and you guys are a really popular podcast, so kudos to you for that one. So
I appreciate that, bro.
I can't wait to have you guys all back, and you guys are sorely missed right now. I know this pandemic thing is making it hard for everybody to get together, and people have other priorities. But trust me, man, once you guys get back, I know good things are going to happen. So I'm just holding out for you guys to get back.
Yeah, it's just really difficult to and I gotta tip my hat to these podcasts who they have like 4 guys. It's hard to manage like 3 people, bro. Like for real.
Yes.
Like, everything has to sync up properly. You're dealing with people's personal lives. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to commit, and then they might be going through something and they don't want to share it. So
even with 2 people, it's just like the timing's there too. So anything other than yourself, you have to make sure everything's lined up. So I went through it with Wrestling Without Thoughts. So I'm definitely understanding of what you guys are going through. You know what I mean? You guys have way more personalities than just me and Frank D. So,
and then so how do you guys what kind of equipment do you guys use?
So me right now, I'm using a regular laptop. I just have a regular laptop.
I'm talking about pre-pandemic.
Oh no, we were still using like a regular laptop, but we had an iPad Pro, like a condensed mic, and we just sit and record. That was it. That was the formula. It wasn't nothing extravagant.
No, we had 4 mics, so it was like a production, bro. Like we had to mic everybody up, and then some people didn't have headphones, so share headphones and shit. So, I mean, it was fun, man, but it does take a lot. It does take a lot.
Yeah, it does.
I tip my hat to all the podcasters out there who are disciplined and they make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Sure.
So, yeah, shout out to everybody on Datfeelin podcast. Everybody, even with this going on, they're still finding a way to put out content. So, shout out to everybody on Datfeelin podcast.
Yeah, man.
So,
how do you feel about the Joe Rogan thing?
The switch to Spotify? I don't really have a
$100 million, bro.
I love it because that lets me know there's a goal to chase after.
Yeah,
but
man.
I don't really, in terms of podcasts, I don't really try to pay attention to what everybody else is doing. That's just me personally. I just want to make our podcast, our network, to be the best network it could be. But that's just me. But I like that he did that because, hell, that's a hell of a move podcasting wise. What about you?
I think it speaks volumes, man, for podcasts in general. I think podcasting is more valuable than people think, and I think that by Spotify giving Joe Rogan that contract, it's going to be a domino effect for the other podcasters that are doing their thing, because there's a lot of popular podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like you got Joe Budden, you got the Need to Know. What's the other one? $1 Million Worth of Game. Like you got a lot of, even the Barstool one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of podcasts, man. The people are making a living off of this, and I think that needs to be noticed. I think we're in a renaissance right now. I think that we're in a good situation, and we're at the beginning, so it can only go up from here.
I would have to agree with you on that. That is it's big. It is a big thing, and I think him doing that should open doors. Now, will it? It remains to be seen. It should, though.
I see it as like the new music industry. So they're gonna start signing podcasts.
Yeah. But out of that comes way more responsibility too.
True.
And eventually you'll get to where if it starts making enough money, then there's going to be certain regulations placed on it. And I don't want to see it go there, because especially on this network, there's a lot of people that say a lot of things that should be said, and if that gets regulated across the board, then I don't know. That might hurt the industry more than it would help it.
I don't think it'll get regulated, because I think until you get like sponsors or endorsements, it's an independent thing, because you can take this platform and put it ESP, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree with that.
So
but they said the same thing about rap, and then rap started making money. and then, you know, it is what it is now. So, but yeah, overall, I think that's an excellent move. I would like to put ourselves in positions to do that type of stuff too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it shake, man. We're gonna make it shake.
Oh hell yeah, it's coming.
Sure,
it's coming. So, since this is a wrestling podcast, I have to ask wrestling questions. Do you watch wrestling, or have you ever watched wrestling ever?
Watch wrestling like religiously when I was in elementary school, middle school. It stopped at high school because I was like, man, this doesn't seem realistic anymore.
So, who was your favorite wrestler, Ron, while you were watching?
I used to like Randy Savage. Razor Ramon was funny. Like Yokozuna.
Oh wow.
Who else? I say Randy Savage, right? Macho Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that pick Randy Savage, and I didn't think a lot of people had Randy Savage as one of their favorite wrestlers. I don't know. I did.
And he can spit.
Oh yeah, he can spit.
Be a man, Hogan.
Yeah, he was cool. I didn't think there was a lot of people. Even MRK likes Randy Savage. That's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. I'm like, that's so weird because I would think like out of everybody,
Lex Luger
or Sting or Hulk Hogan, like those would be the type of people on the top, not Randy Savage. But
man, Randy Savage is someone like you can smoke weed with Randy Savage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like have a conversation with him. He just seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah, he was intense, but he was cool. He was cool as shit. Rest in peace to Randy Savage.
R.I.P. man.
But I asked this question because I like to see the reaction. So you can hire one wrestler, the other wrestler will never have a career ever. Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. Who is it?
Well, Ric Flair's more important.
In terms of?
Today.
How?
Ric Flair was like, wasn't he like the commissioner or the owner or something?
Yeah, at one point, yeah, he was.
I think he's more important to the wrestling game. I think Hulk Hogan is important, but Ric Flair is responsible for the longevity of wrestling.
You could argue that with Hulk Hogan too. You could. I'm just saying.
Because he had a sex tape or something.
Sex tape aside. Because that sex tape was horrible. I saw it. It was bad.
You didn't.
It was bad. It was bad.
You didn't approve?
It was bad. Like, no, dog. Just stop. You're gonna break a hip.
But Hulk Hogan was like the Michael Jordan of wrestling for sure. But Ric Flair was more important on the back end. So maybe Ric Flair was Phil Jackson, Hulk Hogan was Michael Jordan.
Okay, I get that. I totally understand that. I asked this question. Who did I ask this question to last time? I forget who I asked it to, but I think it was MRK I asked this question to. But that means if you take away Hulk Hogan, you have to take away the NWO because that never happens without Hulk Hogan. Well, it probably happens, but it's not as good. You have to take away Hulkamania to say your prayers, eat your vitamins. You have to take away a bunch of WrestleManias, which a lot of them are iconic. Slamming Andre the Giant.
What about his cereal? He had cereal, didn't he?
Yeah, you got to take that away too. So there's that.
You mean he's stealing his name from the Incredible Hulk?
He did. He
Hulk.
did. He did. But actually his name was supposed to be Sterling Golden. That was supposed to be his name.
Sterling Golden?
That was his name.
That sounds like
Before he became Hulk Hogan, he was Sterling Golden. That was his name.
Law offices of Sterling Golden. Call now, 1-800-GOLDEN.
Yep. That was his name. That was supposed to be, that was who he was billed as. Sterling Golden. That was his name.
That's a bad idea, bro. That wouldn't have worked.
Now, that and Hulk Hogan makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, for sure. I think they did Hogan's Heroes and then Incredible Hulk.
Yeah. That's where he got it from. The combination of Hogan's Heroes and Incredible Hulk.
Interesting.
Then he was a real American and blah, blah, blah. But yeah. So, you live in Vegas, right?
Yes, sir.
So actually, I was supposed to come out there last weekend on the 23rd. I was supposed to come out there, but
that's my birthday.
Oh, really? Happy belated birthday, man!
Appreciate it.
Damn, see, but I will be out there next year because the event I was supposed to go out there for, they canceled it due to the pandemic. It was a wrestling event.
Oh, it was like a WWE?
Yeah, so they have a new wrestling company called AEW, All Elite Wrestling.
Okay.
And they were supposed to be at the MGM Grand. That's their big show. They go to the MGM Grand. They sold it out, and they were supposed to do like a wrestling show. But coronavirus kind of killed that. So next year, I got free tickets to it already for next year. So nice. I will go. We will have to catch a show once if this whole coronavirus thing is over. It's going
to be over whether they wanted to or not. They're going to keep moving.
Yeah, true. That is true. That is very true because they are determined to kick people out of their houses.
Yeah,
and go spend this money.
For sure.
But have you ever been to a wrestling show?
Have I? I want to say yes, but I might have been really young.
Yeah. So out there, they have a whole bunch of wrestling. Actually, Vegas is a hot spot for wrestling. So Jake the Snake Roberts has a wrestling school out there in Vegas. He's also part of All Elite Wrestling, but he does shows. There's a Ring of Honor, which is a pretty big independent wrestling company out there. They do shows out there as well. But we got to go catch a wrestling show, man.
For sure, I'm down, fam.
They're pretty fun, man. Everybody I've taken to them, they freaking enjoy them. But I get some recon. They get a pretty good wrestling show. So
for sure,
we got to catch one.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man. So anything else you want to tell the people? I know this has been a short podcast, but
I don't know. Let's talk about some shit, bro. Let's talk about some shit.
What do you want to talk about?
Some scenarios. Just some crazy ass scenarios. Like what if, imagine.
All right, go first.
So if you had to wrestle someone, Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, Razor Ramon, or Macho Man, who would it be?
If I had to wrestle someone?
Yeah, you got to pick one. You got to pick one.
I'm wrestling Macho Man.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because out of all those guys, Macho Man, and he's notorious, and this is why I like being a wrestling fan. Macho Man is notorious for planning out his wrestling matches, move by move. And I know if I wrestle him, I'm going to know everything I have to do, and I won't mess up nothing because he's going to write the whole thing, and he's going to make sure I know it.
But who are his allies?
Hulk Hogan's one of his allies.
Okay, so that's why you would pick him.
Yeah, that's why I'd pick him.
Okay.
So, all right, cool. Same question for you. You have Dusty Rhodes, Lex Luger, Sting, or The Undertaker?
China.
China.
Because we're gonna wrestle in the ring, and then in the bed.
All right, cool.
It'll probably be the Undertaker because I want to go out with the big presentation, with the music.
He give you. I think Dusty would be the best choice to me because he'd give you a good match. Undertaker too. Undertaker probably beat the shit out you, honestly.
I like the Undertaker, man. He was my guy back in the day.
He probably beat the shit out you.
Yeah.
But let's talk about China. Speaking of China, all right.
China or China?
China.
Okay.
So let's establish this. You'd hit it.
Well, yeah. Why not? She's a wrestler. She used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, but bodybuilder China, a lot of people weren't into that until she did Playboy, and then it was like, oh God, she's really a woman.
But I want to say there's like another woman wrestler that's really attractive too.
Well, all of them now.
She's like the OG. China's like the OG, right?
Yeah. China. Have you watched women's wrestling at all?
Nah.
Recently? Dog, watch it. Like Monday nights, watch it. They're all bad now. It's like even the ugliest one is the baddie. Like they've stepped up their game. They're not just out there to look pretty. They bad and they can actually wrestle now.
What channel is this on, man?
USA. Well, you got them on USA on Mondays, and on Wednesdays it's on TNT. But all the women now are bad.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's nice. There's some lookers now.
You said now?
Now, yeah.
But
there's
now
some lookers out there.
We got to pay homage to Glow.
Oh, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Yeah, no doubt.
I watched that whole series
On Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Pretty good.
They still have Glow. They do it in LA.
Really?
But yeah, they do. They call it the Women of Wrestling now, but it's from Glow. It's from the Glow.
Hmm.
And Eddie Guerrero, his daughter is like the main star over there.
Okay.
So, yeah, they're still kicking. That's and a lot of those girls end up going to WWF or WWE now.
Okay.
So, yeah, they still got it. And they I'm telling you, man, they got some lookers. They got some good wrestling out there now for the women, and they've done a tremendous job of pushing that whole women thing forefront. They call it a women's revolution now, because they didn't want women to just be looked at as like ringside girls. It was a big issue.
Man, okay, all right, man. Well, now we're about to start this podcast now. But bro, they put them in the positions to be just looked at.
Right now they don't
sexualize them, and then I don't want to be sexualized. All right, so what's going to sell tickets? We got to keep it a buck. What's going to sell tickets?
Honestly, if you were to talk to me before this whole thing kicked off, I would have said them doing what they were doing. But they've actually changed my mind because some of the women are having better wrestling matches than the men now. Like if you watch them now, their matches captivate the crowd way more than the men do.
You're saying women's wrestling is more popular than the men's wrestling?
Yeah, right now. In WWF, right now, the most popular woman in the WWF, or the most popular wrestler, period, right now in the WWF is Charlotte Flair.
Ric Flair's daughter?
Ric Flair's daughter.
How does she look?
And she looks like him. But she wrestles incredibly.
Because she's Ric Flair's daughter.
But she did not come out stating the fact that she was Ric Flair's daughter. She didn't come out doing that. She actually shied away from saying, I'm Ric Flair's daughter. She made her name on her own. And then she was Ric Flair's daughter. And even now they don't push the issue like that. But yeah, Charlotte Flair.
Look at Charlotte, man. Look at Charlotte.
Yeah, she's dope.
You better go, Charlotte. Get it, girl.
Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks is one of the more popular female wrestlers. She's actually Snoop's cousin.
Okay.
Nia Jax is like, she's a big woman, but
Bro, we got to get Serena Williams in the WoW.
No, yeah, hell yeah. I love to see it.
I want to see that. She'll fuck somebody up for real.
I bet she would, and then C-walk on them.
A tennis racket out there, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
But yeah. I would argue right about now, women's wrestling is more popular than men.
I mean, it should be, man. Like, I like looking at women more than I like looking at dudes.
Yeah, and they actually get after it.
Yeah, it's kind of like women's basketball, right? Like, if you want to learn fundamentals, watch women's basketball.
Yeah, because they'll give you. They actually put time into their craft.
Yeah, man.
Because they're trying to make it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if you'd have asked me that question a couple of years ago, I would have told you they need to be the ringside valets. They need to be the managers. They don't need to be in there wrestling. But now I can confidently tell you, I'd probably rather watch the women because they're going to give you a show.
So who would you like to wrestle out of the women's category?
Oh, that's a good one. If I had to wrestle any woman.
Yeah, don't be shy.
No, I ain't gonna be shy. If I had to wrestle any woman, I probably wrestle Nia Jax.
A word?
Yeah, because she's bigger and it won't be like I'm just destroying her.
How tall is she?
I think she's 5'11".
Okay.
She's either 5'11" or 6 feet.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Okay.
Yeah, so it won't be that.
It's just
Yeah, it won't be like I'm just trying to destroy her or nothing like that. But I don't know, man. I think Charlotte Flair would probably get it done too. That's just me. What about you?
I gotta do some research.
Right.
Some research, and I'm gonna get back with you, man. Because I can't really just pop fly like that because I'm like, I need someone tall. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Charlotte Flair's tall.
That's all.
She's 5'11".
5'11".
Yeah. But like the average woman is like 5'6", 5'7". That's about average.
I'm 6'5", bro.
So that's about average. You're gonna tower over them anyway. So, but yeah.
Like in the music industry, like now it's kind of like acceptable now for there to be like tall artists because they didn't really gravitate towards the taller artists. I think Snoop Dogg maybe was the tallest artist back in the day at the time.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Or yeah, I'm thinking about Montel Jordan, but
He's
Montel Jordan
6'7", right?
Yeah, he's like 6'8", something like that.
Yeah. So
I think he was like the tallest musical artist.
Shaq.
Oh yeah, besides Shaq. We can't. Are we really counting Shaq though?
Yeah, bro. I like playing on the west side. I like playing on the east side.
Oh, we adding a few Snickens in here, man.
Yeah, man. That was a joint.
Right.
That was a joint back in the day.
I'll give him that. You can't stop the rain. I used to bump the shit out that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they used to get that shit off, man. Who else? Like Will Smith. Will Smith got a good catalog.
Yeah, he does. He does.
You know, it's kind of funny because the things that we considered corny back in the day, they were doing the numbers, and now we appreciate the numbers.
Right.
Like Nelly, for instance. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch the Instagram Live battle?
I did, and I appreciate it because
I did, but I don't think he should have went up against Luda because I knew Luda's catalog. Luda's catalog is crazy.
Sick. Yeah, sick. It's sick. Who should Nelly have gone up against?
Has
to be Luda because there's a correlation. You know, Ludacris, Chingy.
Yeah, that part, but no pun intended. But
I appreciate that.
But Nelly was more of a crossover artist than Luda was.
I think Luda wanted to be a crossover artist, though.
He was, but not to the effect that Nelly was, because Nelly took his ball and went all over the place. Luda kind of stuck into the reins of rapping, into like making more rap-related songs. Even though they were considered crossover, he was more rap-related. Like Nelly has like country, like legitimate country songs.
But he was
singing.
It was country grammar though.
Well, true. But I think, and this is
That's
the whole.
Kind of like me though. It's kind of like me because I'm from the country.
Where you from?
I'm from Oklahoma City.
Oh, okay.
So I hear different sounds, right? And then I'm like, okay, we can put this together. Like it's like boom, 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 boom. It's popular. People like it over there. People like it over here. So might as well. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but I don't know.
But man, Nelly, bro, but some of them joints Nelly did play. Some of those joints, like I was liking it.
But some of them shits I ain't never heard. And I'm like, I don't know. He played a couple of joints I had never heard before.
Played one joint, I was like, yo, this guy's drunk.
Yes.
It was never released.
Yeah. And he's over there dancing to it. I'm like,
yeah.
I've never heard this shit.
Who was looking at him like
Luda's reactions throughout that whole thing was hilarious. Because Luda was like
but when Nelly showed that diamond trophy, that diamond award.
Oh yeah.
Luda, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he pulled a stunt on him.
Yeah, he didn't want to see that.
Yeah, he pulled a stunt on him. But to be fair, I don't think I had Luda winning that battle. But if we talking numbers, Nelly wins if you're just talking numbers.
He had a bigger effect musically worldwide than Ludacris did.
Yeah, he did. He definitely did. You can't argue that.
Ludacris has a bigger effect post-music career than Nelly does because he has those Fast and Furious series.
Right.
Those movies are really that's basically like crossing over. That's basically like a diamond, right?
Right. And he was in Crash. Crash won a Oscar.
Because Nelly's been in one movie, right? That football movie. When they
were The Longest Yard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like his movie, right?
Was that the only movie he was in?
That's the only movie I can think of.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. I have to look at it. But yeah, I don't. It's what, but I personally would have liked to seen him go up against somebody else.
Who, Nelly?
Maybe 50. Yeah, maybe 50.
Nelly and 50? Yo, 50 would have bodied that dude, bro.
I don't know. Who should 50 go up against?
50 should probably go up against Ja Rule. Hilarious. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
That would be hilarious.
That would be funny as hell, dude. Because
that would be hilarious.
It would put what 50 did to Ja, right? Like 50 basically stole Ja's style and then used it against him. That would be hilarious. I want to see that battle. That would be That would be funny as hell. Bro.
Man, 50 will probably do something petty like buy Ja Rule's internet and then cut it off that day. 50 is petty, man. 50 is so petty when it comes to Ja. That whole buy the whole front row.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible.
It's already there though. Like the beef is there, so there's meteoric attention, right?
Right.
So that's gonna sell. Oh shit, 50 and Ja. We gotta watch.
Yeah, true.
We gotta watch this. This is a must see.
True. You watch it just to see the back and forth.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah, you would. You definitely would. Who would be a good versus battle? Because we've seen so many.
Biggie and Pac would have been a good versus battle.
That would have been. I would have loved to see that one too.
Yeah. I think DMX needs to battle somebody. Maybe Snoop. I don't know.
I don't think a lot of people want the Snoop smoke though.
People don't want the Ice Cube smoke.
True, because Cube's got some shit.
And people don't want the LL Cool J smoke either.
I beg to differ. I thought Snoop called out LL. I thought he did.
That's the only person that can battle LL because they both have a wide range of records and they've both been in the game for so long.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Longer than Snoop, but the amount of catalog they have, it resonated throughout present day. Because Snoop released a record like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Outside, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't think LL Cool J has released a record in 5 years.
No, he hasn't. But somebody, I think it was E. Smitty, was like, I can't remember the last hit LL had.
This is from a number one.
Oh, that one. I think he said that too.
That came on. Wait a minute.
Yo, that Neptune's joint.
Yeah.
Neptune's killed that.
Neptune's killed that whole era.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. All right, so producer-wise, who wants to smoke with the Neptunes?
Timberland. It has to be Timberland and Pharrell because they're from the same area. So they understand one another. They've been in a group together. It's like the Avengers, right? One of the Avengers goes off and becomes a bad guy, but he knows the moves.
Besides Timberland, you know who I'm surprised no one's called out yet, producer-wise?
Polo the Don?
Not Polo.
Who?
I'm Just Blaze. No one's rushing to get at Just.
Just Blaze and Kanye.
Oh, that would be a good one.
I think Kanye.
Who you think will win? Kanye?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Hey, he gonna put on, oh, yeah, oh.
I don't know. That'd be a good one. It'd be a good one.
What about Justice League and Just Blaze?
Just will win that.
So it has to be Kanye or Guru or Ninth Wonder.
Ninth Wonder and Just Blaze would be good. But I don't know, man. Just Blaze, I was looking at his catalog. His catalog is ridiculous.
Name some of the catalog.
Name some of the catalog?
You talking about his Rockefeller stuff?
No, he just did a joint for Rick Ross on Port of Miami too.
Oh yeah.
That joint goes extra hard. That beat is ridiculous.
It is dope.
That Big Time. I think that's the name of the song, Big Time. And he has Swiss on it.
Mm-hmm.
But just a few. So the only Joe Budden song that made him a star, to Pump It Up. He did that one. He's got I think he did one with Freeway with not on Rockefeller when he wasn't on Rockefeller.
Even though what we do is wrong.
That one, but that All My Life joint with Nate Dogg, he did that one. Of course, State Prop.
He did the The hammer.
Yep. He's got joints with Fab. There goes Ridiculous.
So I think Justin Kanye, man, that'll be a pretty dope.
Justin Kanye would be dope.
Yeah.
I think Kanye, I don't know, man.
They was both battling, bro, in Rockefeller, remember?
Yeah, they were.
This was like the producer, right? And then Kanye came along and just was like, hold up, buddy, wait a minute.
Yep.
What's popping off over here?
Yep.
Pop out through the wire. Wait a minute. I'm going to go in another room and work on my shit.
Yeah, hold on. Wait a minute.
I think Kanye got Just the fuck up out of here. But I think Just is still relevant because he's still producing dope shit. So it's only right that they battle. It's only right.
I don't know, man. Just got some hits.
I know.
Just got some hits.
Kanye got some hits.
Kanye got some hits too.
Kanye got them hits, man.
Kanye's got.
He got them Nelly.
I don't think nobody want that smoke with Kanye either.
Kanye got them Nelly hits.
Yeah.
You're hearing Kanye's music in the commercials and shit. You're like, wait a minute. Movies, like, come on, man. That'd be a good matchup. That'd be a really good matchup. We should probably pitch that to Versus, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
I don't think they came up. Did it come up?
What, him versus Just?
It had to have come up, no?
Yeah, it came up plenty of times. But I don't think either one of them has wanted to do it. I think they should.
Me too, man. That'd be pretty epic if you ask me. I think they'll get like a Billy.
So let's go back to a versus that was kind of controversial to me. Scott Storch
And Manny Fresh
versus Manny Fresh. I had Manny winning.
Manny won because Scott Storch played records that he didn't really produce.
Exactly. I had Manny winning that, clear.
Manny Fresh changed a whole culture.
Oh, I know. I was there.
I was there too, bro. And when you first heard Back That Ass Up, how you feel? What happened?
Like you about to take over the world?
I was like, oh my.
Well, not even that. High.
Oh yeah.
When High first came out, I was like, oh man. Y'all about to set the world on fire.
Man. Manny Fresh won that battle, bro.
Yeah, I think he won that battle too.
Sure. Like Scott Storch, he's dope. He's a really good talent on the keys, but you have to, and that goes back to what I was talking about earlier, man. Like just making people feel what you're putting out there, and changing the culture, changing their lives, and like something that's gonna last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
definitely, man. Definitely. But anything else you want to go over, man?
I think that's about it, man. I mean, I think we covered a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you watching on TV, man? What kind of?
You know what? I've been watching Naked and Afraid.
That's it. You ain't watching no good movies or good series caught your attention?
Well, so I kind of did. I never watched The Walking Dead, so I went and I did that. I got caught up on that. And then I started the show C, which is an Apple original with Jason Momoa. I started that. I haven't finished it yet, but I started watching Naked and Afraid, and I've been watching that.
Okay.
So, but other than that, I've just been either that or podcasting or music. That's been my focus lately. So,
Have you seen Dave?
No, but I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, that shit's.
I heard it was funny.
It's just hilarious. Dave
Is it?
hilarious. Yes.
I heard it was hilarious.
Like the white ATL or it's
Oh,
like
for real?
the white Atlanta.
Yeah, I heard it was funny.
Yeah, that shit is dope, bro. Check that out.
No doubt. I will. I definitely will.
Sure.
So before we go, Do you have a timeline for this MRK delivery?
I have to ask him, man.
Well, I know he has the 40-year-old rapper episode 2 coming out soon. I shouldn't have spoiled that. I think I spoiled it. I might have spoiled it. I hope I didn't, but I know he does have episode 2 of the 40-year-old rapper. That's coming soon. I don't know about this one, so I figured I asked one of the guys working on it.
Let's say July.
July? Oh, really? July may be a good month.
Yeah. So,
July may be a really good month.
yeah, it just might be.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
For sure, bro.
Dope, man. Dope. So, do you plan on releasing any instrumental albums? None like that? Because
listen, man. If anybody wants some beats, man, reach out to me, 3520productions@gmail.com.
okay.
I'm looking for some beats, just email me. You can give me a call, 702-283-0247. That's my booking info. So holla at me, man. If you need some beats, man, you need some production.
There you go.
I got you, man. I can make that whatever you're working on, I can make that a reality. So
there you go. Just make sure you step up and step correctly, because the guy just doesn't hand out his shit. So make sure you come correct and be ready to rap.
Sure.
All right, brother. It's been a pleasure having you on, man. Thank you for gracing the platform. As always, thank you for your contributions to the platform. And let the people know where they can find you on any social media.
Instagram, man, Timo_music on Instagram. So get at me, man.
All right, man. Well, it's been nice having you. Thank you for your time. For everybody listening, thank you for listening to Wrestling With Our Thoughts here on DFPN. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to us for way more podcasts. You guys have a great day. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Dad,
Yeah.
can I go to the park in West Park?
No.
No, I'm going with